Hi there, it's me, Lavender Gray, here with a tarot reading. So today we're going to be looking at your love life in 2025. I'm very excited to read this. Um, if you are new to pick a card readings, basically there are three different piles, three different readings in the video, and you pick which pile you're most drawn to, scroll down to the description box and click the timestamp for the corresponding reading, and see if the video has any messages for you. So we're starting with the Rose Oracle here, and this will be the first card we read, and if the message seems like it hits home for you, then you found your reading. If we look at the meaning of the card and you're like, not really for me, then try a different pile. Yeah, I'm excited. Let's get into it. The first pile number one is this little piece of rose quartz. Pile number two is this amethyst. And pile three is this moonstone. So take as much time as you need to decide which pile your intuition is calling for you. If you need a little bit of help or want like some randomization, I'll roll a d4. 4, let's roll again. Whoops. 4 again. I'm only doing 3 piles. 2, okay. Alright, number 2 if you are looking for like a randomization. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hi there. If you chose this piece of rose quartz, then this reading is for you. That looks fine. Maybe I'll move you over a little bit. Okay, and your card is Brothers of the Rose, Sacred Masculine, Honor, Protection, Support. So, very peaceful energy coming through. Let's see what it says in the book. Okay. This is a card of the sacred masculine. Like the feminine, the sacred masculine exists within each one of us, and together we're all being called to balance both energies within us. The sun and the moon, solar and lunar. Okay, that's pretty cool. If we're looking at love life, so there's the sacred masculine and the feminine represented in this card here, sun and moon, uh, uh, not opposites, but pairs. So there might be somebody coming in that's going to match your energy perfectly. Perhaps this is what it means to birth a new world. The sacred, mature masculine is something so needed in our world. It's the part of us that lives in deep honor and reverence of the feminine. Okay, so if you have wounds around masculinity, these are going to start healing in 2025. You're going to find peace and love and a softness and ease as well. It recognizes the goddess within all of life, including the earth, and is committed to protecting and living in devotion to the feminine. The sacred masculine knows that striving and overpowering, enduring and conquering are not helpful. The sacred masculine is strong and tender, protective but not defensive. This card could be a sign that you're being called to work on the sacred masculine energy within you that's maturing and rising. It could be that you're being called to work on ancestral healing of the paternal line. It could be an indication that you're being called to invoke or acknowledge the sacred masculine in those around you. Or it could represent the sacred masculine appearing in your life. The sacred masculine exists within all of us. They are encircling you so that you can do your sacred work, so that you can be part of the return of the goddess on this earth. The rose is their emblem, and they wear it proudly on their hearts. How are you being called to work with the sacred masculine? Okay, so if that message felt poignant for you, then this is your reading. Looking at it. So we have a pregnant person pictured here. So pregnancy might also be in the works for you physically. It could also refer to a creative project, something that is sort of like your baby. I'm hearing fur babies, like your pets. You might be a pet parent, or you might be considering becoming a pet parent. I just got really excited thinking about that. So if you're thinking about getting a pet, this is a sign that you're making the right choice. Okay, so maybe I'll keep this here. And we're going to move into the tarot. This is the Starspinner Tarot. I think my all-time favorite deck. This is one of the decks I learned to read intuitively on, and the imagery is just so like fascinating. It's beautiful. I just love getting messages from it. It's so like easy to understand, with lots of different layers to the meanings as well. So we are going to be looking at your love life. We're going to be looking at people coming in, their energies, what they're bringing you. Let's see. The first card will represent you. The querent, or significator. Some fun words. Kind of a messy shuffle here. Let's get a card to represent you. Excuse me. The Five of Wands in reverse. So, okay. A lot of pain is going to be released around masculinity and around love for you. A lot of pain is getting released, and it might be kind of a messy process. We had that messy shuffle. It might be sort of a messy process, like you might be crying a lot. You might be just very sensitive about things, and take care of yourself. See, she's curled up here. Be very kind to yourself. And take care of yourself as if you were a pet, as if you were a beautiful little animal living in your house. Take care of yourself kindly and nurture yourself, because you're going to be doing a lot of important work in the coming year. When you heal yourself, you heal the world. The King of Chalices in reverse. So yeah, if you've had some wounds around sexuality, that is going to start releasing, or coming to light, so you can address them and heal them. This King of Chalices in reverse might be someone from your past, that hurt you, and now you are moving on from that. The High Priestess. So spirituality might come in clutch for you, might really help you with your healing when you connect to a higher power or connect to something bigger than yourself. We have the sun and moon pictured here with two pillars behind her. We have some white wings and the triple moon on her forehead, so some symbols for you. The High Priestess is highly intuitive. She trusts her intuition, she trusts her gut feelings, and she is the keeper of secret knowledge. So you just might be a very smart person, and you are not coming to grips with, but you might be realizing how smart you really are, might be realizing how powerful you really are, especially in the spiritual sense. If you're not a spiritual or witchy person, it's kind of funny that you clicked on this video, but welcome. Cynics are always welcome. But if you are a spiritual witchy person, really immersing yourself in the ritual of things, might be very healing for you. The Five of Coins. We have two fives. Five is the conflict number in tarot. So we have the Snow Queen pictured here holding the little boy hostage. So this Five of Coins is showing a reflection that is cracked here. I can't really see the screen, but hopefully you saw it. A cracked mirror here. Meaning that, like, how you see yourself might be kind of skewed. Like, you might not be seeing exactly who you are, because who you are is this powerful high priestess who's able to manifest your every wish, who is able to tune into the divine and feel love and ease that way. There's a lot of spirituality that could be very useful to you in tuning into the force of love in the universe. This Five of Coins might also indicate some trouble with money, or health troubles as well. Let me get a clarifier. The Three of Chalices. Okay, so this might be, it's a very specific message, but very specific. If you haven't recently, I would say get STD tested, as well as asking anybody that you're engaging with to get STD tested. With this Three of Cups in reverse and the Five of Coins here, makes me think that there might be health issues around your sexuality. So it's good to get STD tested regularly anyway. That's just a message. There might be friendships falling through for you. Like you might have had like a three-way connection with a you might have had a three-way connection with somebody that's sort of falling out of line now. If it falls away, let it. If it falls away, then it was never meant to stay in your life anyway. And the Six of Coins in reverse. How does that look? Okay. Um, so another card pointing to money issues. So let me get a card about money. The Three of Swords. Okay. So you might have spent a lot of money on an ex. You might have been even in business with an ex, like you might have owned a business together, or that was your job, you worked with them. And now that this person is no longer in your life, you might be kind of treading water a little bit, figuring out what you're doing for money. Let me get some money advice. How can we help with money issues? Ooh, okay. I'll take the, okay, this one, I guess. The Tower in reverse. Okay. So, as I was saying, if things are falling away, let them. The Tower in reverse actually speaks to disaster avoided, and I like that it's like tarot cards falling from the tower. Um, so this is actually disaster avoided. So if you did break up with somebody or they broke up with you or a relationship ended, it might be actually a bullet dodged. And so whatever you are working on with them, let it fall to the wayside. It was never meant to come to fruition anyway. And you might be actually very thankful that things ended so that this project or this job or this way to make money has fallen through, and now you don't have to continue being in partnership with somebody who hurt you. The Fool in reverse. Okay. So, brand new starts can be kind of painful, um, especially if, like, I'm just getting a lot of heartbreak in this pile. And it's a lot of work you're going to have to do to heal it. It's heartbreak healing is an active thing. It can be passive as well. Like as the time moves on, it hurts less and less. But you are doing a lot of work. Like you are in the trenches trying to heal yourself, and you're doing a really good job. And it might hurt if like friendships fall through as well with this Three of Chalices in reverse. The Ace of Coins underneath the High Priestess. Okay, so you're really going to be finding your own in this next coming year. You're going to be planting seeds. Um, you're going to be a new start with your body as well. Like you might start eating more healthy, you might start working out, or you might start taking walks, I'm hearing. You might spend more time in nature, just things that are good for your health overall. And it might be directly connected to your spirituality. Like you might be a pagan. Which is a funny word, and I'm not quite sure exactly what it means, because it's different for everybody, I feel like. Um, but you're going to be seeing the spirituality in all things, in the grass, the trees, the animals, the sky, the wind, everything. You're going to feel so connected to the world and part of a bigger picture. There's a lyric from a Fiona Apple song saying that I'll be back in the pulse, like that when I go, all my particles disperse and I'll be back in the pulse. And she was describing how I think she was on either acid or shrooms at like some sort of like festival, I think, where she said that she saw like pulsing energy around everybody, and she knew that that was like people's souls or like their life essence. And so there's this pulse in the world that um, uh, that we are all a part of and we will return to once we go. So you might be finding a lot of ease. I'm getting that a lot. Like things are going to get easier. Like there's a lot of shit that you are having to deal with, especially this King of Chalices in reverse. Someone who's just like a shithead, basically, and you are overcoming it with your spirituality, with how grounded you're becoming. Even if your mirror cracks and Winter Queen is holding you hostage, you are fighting through it. I want to get another clarifier for this Three of Chalices. The Nine of Wands. Okay. The Nine of Wands is someone who's worked very, very hard. And even then, sometimes things fall through. And I want to extend my heart to you and say, like, I'm sorry if friendships don't work out. Because with this tower here, you might find that a lot of your social life is getting shaken up. And then the Fool here in reverse, you're having to start over, not quite knowing where to go. And the Hanged Man in reverse. So if things aren't moving forward, you're still exactly where you need to be. Can we see all the cards? Yes, beautiful. Um, so you are where you need to be, and okay, let me see. The Hanged Man is hanging willfully, like he is meant to be there, because he knows that a change in perspective is exactly what he needs. This always makes me thinks, lol. Makes me think of balancing postures or inversions, like in yoga, where anything that like has you upside down might be beneficial for you, just body wise. I think it's fun for the most part, but like physically seeing the world upside down might trigger something in seeing things from a new perspective, or at the very least, it can be fun. I like that we have some apples pictured here, I think representing wisdom, the fruits of his knowledge. Um, let's see, do we have any messages? I got my nails done. Do you like them? It's red for Christmas. Um, so you did have to deal with some shit with this King of Chalices in reverse. You had to deal with someone who is not good for you and might have left you very wounded. But you are very strong and capable, and even if other parts of your support system fell away, you are still fighting for yourself. The Nine of Wands is all about protection. Um, so protecting yourself and your loved ones. I think I'm going to clear the cards now. We didn't get a whole lot of like new people coming into your life. It was more like healing from heartbreak from the past, which might be exactly what you need. And then I think we're going to move on to the Language of Flowers Oracle and get some advice that way. Do I want to? I might. Okay, actually, let me pull the tarot back out here, because now that I say it, I am interested to see if anybody new is coming into your life. Let us peruse some more cards. Okay, one more good shuffle. Just heard a noise outside of the front door that scared the shit out of me. Okay. Who is coming into your life, romantically speaking, if anybody is coming in 2025? The Emperor in reverse. Okay, so you are still dealing with this shithead. I don't know who this person is, but they need to get out of your life. Maybe it's someone you have like is the father of a child, so you have to spend time with them, or like you have to coordinate with them. Um, which might be very painful and which I'm sorry. But this person might be like in the way of you meeting new people. Let me see. How can pile one uh, move away from this? The Page of Coins in reverse. So, okay, this person might be having some hold over you monetarily. And this Page of Coins is encouraging you, even though it's hard, to find a source of income that is reliable for you. And I know it sucks in this economy to find a source of income that is reliable and doesn't like suck the life out of you. And the Hermit. Okay, yeah. So there's not a lot of room for a new person coming into your life because you still need to spend time with yourself. You need to spend some time alone and listen to your own inner voice. There is a line from A Doll's House Part 2. It's a play. A Doll's House Part 2, where the main character is saying that she was silent until the only voice she could hear was her own. And so she was silent until all the voices of everybody else in her life silenced as well, and she could hear her own inner voice. So that is what is coming for you in 2025. And the Empress, I love that. Look at her. Isn't she just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Oh my god, with the stars in her hair. Are you kidding me? Okay, sorry. I got excited. But we have wheat here symbolizing abundance. We have stars in her hair. We have a beautiful red dress and a cape. She's a queen. This is probably you. It's interesting that we have Brothers of the Rose coming through when I feel a lot of femininity coming through for you, the reader. So I think this Empress is representing you. Oh, we have the Emperor and the Empress. Okay, very interesting. So we do have a pair here. But this Emperor in reverse is not somebody who's good for you. This is someone that you're trying to get out of your life as much as possible. But we have this feeling of ease. I keep saying ease. Like, things are going to get easier. Like, even if they're really rocky right now, things are going to smooth over, especially with this Empress energy. She is Taurus and Libra. She's ruled by Venus. Her crystal is emerald. The Hermit is peridot, and the Emperor is ruby, according to the Crystal Tarot. I'm really excited. I did my best to memorize the major arcana crystals, and so I'm kind of proud of it. Anyway, there's this energy of knowing that you're hot shit with this Empress, of knowing yeah, I'm a fucking Empress. Um, Let me see one more. The High Priestess again in reverse. Okay, so a lot of internal work is going on, is happening for you. You are a very powerful person, even though it might not feel like that sometimes. You are a powerful person, and you are able to manifest things. Is that a heart? Yeah, she has a little heart on her necklace. I don't know if you can see, but anyway, I just felt like pointing that out. But yes, you are embodying Empress energy and the High Priestess. So very interesting they're coming out. We do have a lot of major arcana here, which means that this is kind of an important time in your life when big things are happening. Scratch on the table. When lots of big things are happening, or you're meeting people who have a big influence over your life. So being alone with yourself and your thoughts is going to be very beneficial for you, even if you don't have a lot of time to yourself. Let's say you have kids. We did have pregnancy come through with Brothers of the Rose. The time you do take to yourself is going to be very valuable and very fruitful, when maybe meditation might be useful for you. Even Jason Stevenson on YouTube does guided sleep meditations, so you can listen to them as you fall asleep, which, if you don't have a lot of time, might be very useful for you, might be a good resource. And I'm sure there's other ones out there. But connecting to your spirit guides as well with this High Priestess here. The Page of Wands. So we have two pages in reverse here. No, you go over here. Maybe this way. Yeah, like that. I like that. So we have the Page of Wands, two pages in reverse. So a little bit of naivete here. Things aren't going to get better overnight, but well, maybe they will. Maybe you'll wake up one day and find that your life view has shifted a little bit, or things don't affect you as much as they used to. The Page of Wands is very fiery. Even we have a little Sandman here, casting sleep dust everywhere. So rest might be really important for you, as much as you can. But I'm going to clear these cards. I can always pull more cards. You know what I mean? I can always pull more. And then I think I should switch over to Language of Flower. I don't want to leave you, Pile One. I'm just so invested in this energy. Is there any other questions we could ask? No, I think we're okay. Let us get some advice from the flowers about your love life in 2025. Alright, I'll take this one. Knowledge, cornflower, number 25 in reverse. Let us see. $25. Alright, since it's in reverse, I'll read the challenges. Oh, okay, here we go. A loss of trust, unreliability, and things not going to set out plans. Be wary of obsessions that lead to losing focus, as right now they can cause great personal loss or danger. Energy surrounding gossip and the breaking of confidences is high, as are uncontrolled and unhealthy lust and misplaced desires. Okay, let's read the upright meaning. The end of deliberations on a major decision, with even legal matters being resolved. Answers should be forthcoming and the right and just outcome will be reached. There is protection against misfortune on offer and the formation of a pact or agreement or the signing of contracts coming soon. Okay, so you might be in a contract with that King of Chalices in reverse, the Emperor in reverse. Or you might be like in a custody battle or something like that that has to do with the legal system. Um, Let me pull another card. Trust, Wild Rose. Oh, and we're using the Rose Oracle. All right. Once we finish Cornflower, we'll move on to Rose and see what advice that has for us. It is time to take a step closer to commitment in relationships, partnerships, and groups, healing, and the opportunity to open your soul and inviting love in. And the place is Externstein, Germany. The history of this site is still unclear, but it is believed to be an important shrine of Germanic paganism. It consists of 5 gigantic limestone rock pillars that appear to have astronomical alignment. The tallest is 37.5 meters high, and all have been carved and decorated over centuries. Stairs to dead ends, mysterious holes drilled into the rock, and large platforms are found throughout the site. Very, very cool. All right. Number 40, Trust, Wild Rose. Be especially true with your word and your actions at this time. The need to remain open-hearted at present is important, and you may find yourself sharing skills, knowledge, and passions. Protection from those who mean harm is on offer, along with illuminations to inner meanings and wisdom. Education and learning opportunities are indicated, as are the practice and mastery of skills. Accomplishments attained and promises, contacts, and bonds surround. Interesting. Challenges, betrayal, loss of trust, broken promises, and even a loss of interest in life and activities, losing hope and feeling hopeless about a situation, as faith could be harshly challenged and even lost. Now is the time to temper impulsive thoughts and actions and find ways to hold on to what you value while clearing away negativity. And the place, Valley of the Ten Peaks, Canada. The stunningly beautiful valley, in French, Vallée des Dick's Pics. It can't be Dick's Pics. My dick pic, okay, is found in Banff National Park in Alberta. What? What a sucker punch of a sentence. Okay. It is majestically surrounded by 10 peaks that overlook the pristine Moraine Lake. It is the original homeland of the Nakota, also known as the Stoney Indians. The Nakota named the peaks from left to right by terms associated with numbers, but all but 3 have been renamed in recent history. Okay. Like I said, I don't want to leave you. Let's just pull a couple more cards. I love reading with the Starspinner deck. I feel like I can just always be pulling cards. I didn't have a big plan for this reading. I just knew I wanted to do something timely with the new year and the holidays coming up. And I was like, oh, let's do love life. I haven't really done a romance reading on here before. Can we get a clarifier for Trust, Wild Rose? Ooh, almost bent the card. Sorry. The 2 of Swords. And then the 9 of Wands in reverse. We got the 9 of Wands twice. Okay, so protecting yourself is going to be very important. If you are still dealing with that reverse emperor person, then you are going to have to keep your protections up and ask your friends for help and guidance as well. Um, yes, there might be a choice you have to make with the Two of Swords, in which case, trusting that you know exactly what it is that you need for yourself. Okay, alright, okay, that's enough cards. We did it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Sorry. Um, if you enjoyed it, please leave a like or a comment down below or subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi there, Pile 2. If you chose this piece of amethyst, then this reading is for you. Move you over a little bit. How does that look? Looks absolutely fabulous, just like you. Okay, here we go, Pile 2. You ready? The wild rose. Ooh, okay. This is exciting. I'm feeling very, like, excited energy, almost like a golden retriever, like panting, like smiling energy, which I think fits the wild rose very well. Okay. um, you are going to have a wild flurry of love and romance and sexuality in 2025. I think your personality, you might be very extroverted, or even if you're an introvert, you might come alive when you're around friends that you know and trust. Like there's definitely a wild side to you. Let's see. Do it your way, embrace your uniqueness untamed. Let's see what the book has to say. If someone says that you're not normal, say thank you. If someone says that what you're doing isn't normal, say naturally. The wild rose knows that no one rose is the same as another. She doesn't try to bloom in a neat row according to a schedule. She doesn't open and close according to who walks by. She trusts her timing and she blooms with wild abandon. She's resilient. She knows who she is. And I think this is just describing you perfectly. The wild rose knows her true unique nature and she wants you to remember yours too. She knows that what makes you wild makes you free, that it's what's kept us contained that's causing us harm, that our diverse, unique nature is what's needed now more than ever. This card comes with an invitation to do what would make you feel most free, to trust in the very thing that makes you stand out, to realize that you were never meant to fit in. You were never meant to grow in a perfect, cultivated way. You were never meant to bloom in unison with someone else. You were never meant to be captive or controlled. Okay, there might be a bit of loneliness coming in here of wanting to find people like you, and I think in 2025, people that are like you, that are at the same vibrational level as you, will be coming into your life, maybe as friendships, first and foremost. Nature is full of diversity. It's imperative to its survival, and it is to ours too. So be who you came here to be. Express what you came here to express. Sing the song that you came here to sing. Together, the wild ones will be the ones who set us all free. I free myself of what keeps me captive. I allow the unique wildness within me to be free. So absolutely beautiful energy. I love her red hair. Um, it does make me think of Brave in the beginning where she's like climbing the cliff to drink from the fresh water. Um, I think you accomplish a lot of things behind the scenes as well. Okay. Now we're going to take a look at your love life specifically, pile number 2. We're going to see what's in store for you in 2025, love-wise. I've had some messy shuffles today. Oh, there we go. Alright, well, the first card will represent you, as you are in this situation. Okay. The Emperor! Okay, Miss Wild Rose, or Mix Wild Rose, MX, gender neutral, I'm trying. um, Mix Wild Rose. Um, this is Aries, and the crystal is ruby. We have a lot of power here, very, very powerful, masculine energy as well. And it doesn't matter if you identify as male or a man, you just embody sacred masculinity. You might also find yourself in a leadership position here soon, maybe at work, where you maybe work on people's schedules, like you're in control of other people's time, which is a very powerful place to be. And I think with the Emperor coming out upright, you are a balanced and fair leader, and you do care about your subordinates if you have any, or you care about your coworkers or people in your life, maybe working on a project with you. I think people admire you a lot. I think people see you as a really good leader. Um, is this the moon or the sun in the background? I think it's the sun. It has diamonds in it. Let's see. The Four of Swords. So before any love life happenings go on, any love life happenings, you need to take a break for yourself. We have Snow White pictured here, getting her beauty sleep. Um, but the Four of Swords is about rest and about like needing rest. Like if you don't choose a day to rest, your body will choose one for you. You might overwork yourself a little bit with this Emperor here, and whoever or whatever is coming into your life in the romance sector, you're going to have to be well rested to keep up with it. Even though you are wild and you can go for a long time, you might actually, and samesies here, you might deal with mania, which is it's no joke. As someone who's experienced it before, it's crazy. Um, so if you are manic or hypomanic, I feel you, and you'll come down eventually. And mood stabilizers are my best friend. Okay. Um, if you are someone who is dealing with neurodivergence or mental health issues, I think you're very, very strong. I think if you haven't already, talking to a psychiatrist or somebody professional like that to maybe see if there's medications that might make your life easier, you might want to do that. That message probably isn't for everyone, but for those of us where it does matter, hopefully you can take that message to heart. Okay. This one wanted to come out. The Ace of Coins. So that came out in pile one as well. Okay, so a new start is coming soon. A new start maybe with your body, this a way you view your body or take care of it, like maybe changing up how you eat, or maybe adding more exercise to your regime. Um, that will be happening in 2025 for you. This could be the Ace of Wands is usually not the Wands. Ace of Coins is about the self and your body and your material world around you, like your wealth, your health, your finances, your home. Um, a new start is happening in that regard. Okay. The Two of Wands in reverse. Interesting that I said the Wands card. Um, um, and I said Ace of Wands by accident. Anyway, the Two of Wands. Um, So if there's a situationship going on right now, I think that might break off in 2025. Maybe you're not like quite committed to this person, but you're also not committed to them. Like you might be in that sort of stage where it's like I'm kind of committed, but not really, or something's out of balance. Like your expectations aren't meeting each other, or some of your needs aren't being filled. And you need to step away from the situation that might be going on. Let's get a clarifier. The Hierophant. Okay, so yeah, I would say this is definitely a non-traditional relationship. You might be polyamorous. I kind of want to hang out with you, pile number two. I think we have a lot in common. Um, but the Hierophant, which is Taurus, I'm a Taurus, and the crystal is Herkimer diamond. this Hierophant is all about tradition, right? He is about respecting the elderly, of being someone in a very respected and powerful position. The Hierophant is also the high priest, so organized religion might be indicated here. But the Hierophant is about respect and about tradition. So I would say that whatever this relationship is probably not very traditional, and it might feel good for you to sort of transcend normal relationship rules and sort of meet people where they are and find your flow with them and your dynamic with them individually instead of expecting a friend to meet a certain quota, or like fit a certain role, and you're just meeting people where they are. The Fool. Okay, so another. I guess I'll keep him here. Okay. Um, so another new start, similar to the Ace of Coins. The Fool is number 0, the very beginning of the major arcana. His crystal is black tourmaline. And I have some right here. It's a really beautiful, beautiful crystal. I like it a lot, and I wish I had more of it. But this Fool here is a very lucky card, I'll say that. The universe is sort of buoying you, giving you some grace during this time of your life when things are just sort of working out for you. The Fool is often pictured as someone walking off a cliff, ready for the universe to catch him, and in the upright position, the universe most certainly does catch him and buoys him along. I think this Fool is really cute. What is he looking at? He's looking at a beautiful little flower. Aww. And he's got his little bindle. And he's in his little jester outfit. So you might be sort of a class clown as well. You might be very humorous. You might engage in some self-deprecating humor, which, is okay in small doses. Let's see. Underneath the Emperor, we have the Ace of Swords. So we have 2 aces. So lots of new beginnings, like I was saying. So lots of things are coming to an end as well. And you might be in between certain situations coming to a close and then starting a new sort of cycle or like a project or something like that. Like, let's say if you are in a play, or working on something like a theater production, there's a lot of build up, a lot of rehearsal, a lot of planning, a lot of hard work, and then it comes to a close eventually. And I think you are currently or are going to be in that period of time before a new play starts. Like that downtime of like, I just finished a huge project and now I have some time to myself before the next one begins. And you might not know what that next one is. We have the Ace of Swords here, cutting through foggy mentality to bring you clarity. So a lot of clarity is on its way for you. And maybe you find some in tarot readings like this, in which case, welcome. I hope it's very interesting to you. The Ten of Swords. Okay, so kind of a lot of swords cards. That's the swords cards have everything to do with our mentality, our logic, our intelligence, the conflict around us, and how we communicate as well. The swords are the suit of communication. And this Ten of Swords, as we can see, this peacock or perhaps a phoenix, is stabbed through with 10 swords. Well, maybe technically 9, and then this is the 10th one. I don't know. I'm not counting them right now. Well, maybe I will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was right. Thank you for allowing me that grace. Pile number 2. So we have this bird stabbed through with 9 swords. It's about anxiety, the Ten of Swords. It's about a lot of pain. So I think this call to rest is part of your healing journey. Like you might have come to a fiery conclusion of a project or a relationship or something like that, and now after the fires have died down, you need time to yourself, and you need like physical time to yourself. Physically taking naps or lounging around. Like you need to slow down. Pile number 2. the Four of Coins. Ooh, coins coming out underneath each other. So the Four of Coins is a little, how would I say? It's a little bit like disinterested in life. There's a little bit of like yearning happening. I refer to the Four of Coins as the Dragon's Hoard card, where you're being quite stingy with your resources, which honestly I can definitely understand why. And if you're starting something new, you might be very vulnerable, and this Four of Swords, no, excuse me, the Four of Coins, is like protecting you of like, we are not giving away our money right now, we're not spending a lot, we're not giving away our time very freely, we're being very careful with how we choose to spend our time and who we choose to spend our time with. And I think you might just be very careful right now with this Four of Coins. Um, Especially if you're someone who is more wild, like you might how do I'm not trying to be like mean. I'm just trying to think of how to explain like um once the whirlwind has died down, you might find that you need some downtime. Okay. The devil. Ooh, okay, Capricorn and smoky quartz. Um Okay, so the devil is pictured with the two lovers here chained up, but the trick is they're not actually chained up very tightly, and they could get loose if they wanted to. So if you are letting your vices like control you or take advantage of you, that's what this devil energy is pointing to. He can also hint for us to indulge just a little bit, but not too much. Let me get a clarifier in this devil. The King of Coins. Okay, so this devil might actually be somebody new coming into your life. Um, uh, Maybe they're a Capricorn, maybe not. But the King of Coins is an Earth card, so that's Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo are the Earth signs. Um, the element of Earth here in tarot points to everything material around us. So the earth, all the gold and jewels underneath the earth. So it's about our finances, our stability, our protections, our home life. And this king is the king of it all. He is, I like the white roses we have pictured here. And the fool is looking at a white rose. Interesting. So white flowers might be symbols to you, or you can take them as symbols from now on. We also have some white flowers here with beautiful Sleeping Beauty. And we have a rabbit here as the King of Coins. Um, so this person, maybe you meet them at a party with the devil here or at a club or something like that, but this King of Coins is very, very stable. He is unshakable. He is powerful, he's smart, he enjoys the finer things in life, and he wants to spoil you. Well, hopefully. Um, we all want a King of Coins in our life. And the Ace of Wands. We have three aces. So you are doing a lot of work on yourself, pile number two. You are, I need some water. Hold on. Sorry for the squeak. Some water splashed out and got my nose. Very fun. So the Ace of Wands, the wands, conversely, are the element of fire. So that is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And the fire is about our sexuality, our appetite, our drive, all the things that ignite our passions in life, um, uh, our ambition as well, and just our excitement for life in general and getting things done. So we have someone here who is very good at getting things done, or at the very least starting things up. Um, let's see, do I want to clear these cards? Yeah, I want to clear these cards and get more into your romance. Pardon me. about one more good shuffle? Whoop, that was a bad shuffle. Let's try again. What the hell? Did I forget how to shuffle? There we go. Don't make fun of my shuffling skills. I'm self-conscious about it. Okay. So, what can we expect in pile 2's love life in 2025? Ooh, the Two of Chalices. Okay, so there is a friend that might be much more than a friend. In this case, pile number 2. I like that their hair is sort of making a heart. Oh, they're so beautiful. So the Two of Chalices is a love connection, a romantic spark, a deep emotional or an emotional bond with the promise of being able to go more in depth. Death, okay. Number 13, that, I don't know what the crystal for death is. Oh, it's crocoite, I remember. So we have pictured here baby Thanatos, the god of death, with Mother Nyx holding him, and outer space in her veil. Isn't that beautiful? So we had a lot of new starts with the aces and the fool. The death card focuses more on what has ended. So I could read these as there was a romantic spark and then it ended. I could also read this as like the death of being single if you do meet somebody. It could be the death of a friendship to birth into a romantic relationship. Like this could be someone you already know. The Page of Wands, okay. Another point to getting some good sleep. With this little guy in his little pajamas and his little candle. The Page of Wands is very fiery, very excitable, and is protective as well. So this could be, let's see who this Page of Wands is. Who is this Page of Wands? The King of Swords in reverse. So this Page of Wands is somebody who embodies the sacred masculine. They could be a little bit brutally honest with this King of Swords in reverse, which if they're like talking down to you, obviously don't keep them in your life. But this connection might be with this Page of Wands person. The Empress! Oh, we had the Empress come out in pile 1 as well, so maybe you might want to take a look at the reading. This Empress, okay. Who is this Empress? The Five of Coins. This Empress is you, pile number 2. And did we have the Emperor come out? Was that you? Anyway, so you are very powerful. And you might not realize how powerful you are. Like, you might not realize the weight that your words carry. Like, you might be someone who is just, you speak your mind and you don't really think about it. You might find that your words really matter to some people, and perhaps it might be time to be a little bit more gentler with your words, especially how you talk to yourself as well. The Queen of Swords, the Queen and King of Swords, both in reverse. So yes, if there's a lot of negative self-talk going on, a lot of negativity, that might need an attitude adjustment, pile number 2. Maybe these are other people in your life that are bad-mouthing you or gossiping or something like that. You might partake in gossip. And I think that's sort of like karmic thing, like what goes around comes around, sort of deal. Not to like blow up your spot, pile number 2, but we have both the King and Queen of Swords in reverse, and Swords is about communication, and so having them in reverse tells me there's some sort of imbalance. You might actually be kind of bad at speaking your mind, and you find that you're keeping a lot of truths to yourself here with the rose petals in her mouth. This person might be holding on to their feelings and not expressing them to you, because maybe they're afraid of taking things to the next level. Let's see. The Nine of Wands underneath the Death card. So There is going to be a death of a burden that you're carrying. The Nine of Wands is about protecting what is important to you. Um, so there might be, like I said, a project coming to a close, or a relationship coming to a close, and you find out that you don't have to put as much work in. This could be a relationship too. I'm thinking of a project or a show or like something you're working on for your career. Um, it could be a relationship, but it's coming to a close, and you're finding a sense of relief that you don't have to do, put in as much labor as you did when you were trying to maintain whatever it was. The sun! Always, always a positive card, the sun, bringing solar energy to us with wild, childlike abandon and love for the universe. This is connecting to nature and feeling at one with the earth. The sun is, it's just those warm, fuzzy feelings that you get from sitting in the sun for a little bit. Use your sunscreen. But uh, the sun is about connecting to your inner child um, as well. Um, the sign is Leo, and the crystal is Imperial Topaz. And the Three of Chalices. Okay, so you might be polyamorous and have a three-way connection with somebody. This could be just a group of friends that get along very well with each other and you feel very supported and like you guys understand each other and it's a balanced relationship. Um, Fortitude in reverse. This is the Strength card. Also Leo, I believe. Um, I think this is Leo. Maybe it has other signs. I'm not very good at astrology. I just have some things memorized that I try to say when I'm doing my readings. But this crystal, I believe, is citrine. So you do a lot of work behind the scenes taking care of yourself and your mental health. You are someone who might struggle with that, but you're very brave and you are a badass and you deal with so much shit that other people don't even realize you're dealing with. And you um, might be doing a lot of the work on your own behind closed doors, or in therapy or with your psychiatrist. Uh, but you're doing so much behind closed doors that nobody else sees how much strength it really takes for you to be as wild and beautiful and free as you are. And people probably really look up to you for how good you are at being your true self. And people see that you are true to yourself and you hold on to your power. And people are really inspired by you. And this death card, I think, is the death of seeing yourself as weak. This death of viewing yourself as not good enough, as someone who is too wild or too out of balance to be of any good. But that's the death of that line of thinking. Um, I don't know if that got a little too harsh there. I didn't mean anything by it. But I'm just saying that I think you do a lot of work to maintain your mental health, to maintain your emotional body, and maintain your relationships with people. You are someone who's very kind and caring and very invested in the people around you. You're a very good friend, and I think a lot of people look up to you and want to be like you. All right, so I'm going to clear these and we didn't have a lot in terms of romantic love. Let's see if there's any romance coming in your life in 2025. Any romance. The Page of Swords. Okay. I don't think you're in a place to accept romance right now. I think you are working on how you talk to yourself and how you communicate with others. And I think you might be too new at this new sort of skill that you're developing to really feel safe with another person romantically. Yeah, the Ace of Chalice is in reverse. So self-love is the name of the game in 2025, is loving yourself the way um like you would want someone to love you. Like if you're looking for romance, treating yourself with that level of romance is going to prepare you for what's to come next in your love life. If and when you do meet someone you want to be partners with, you'll have done all this work on yourself and already be coming in with a sense of self love and confidence that you'll be able to expect the best behavior from any new potential partners. The better we treat ourselves, the less likely we're going to let other people treat us poorly. The Lovers in reverse. What was I just talking about? Self love. Oh my gosh, pile number two. Okay. And I kind of like how similar these cards are with the blue. Blue might be a favorite color. That is the throat chakra. And then the third eye is like a dark indigo blue. Um, we have some apples here. We have some blue apples. Okay, so pile number two. You are building a relationship with yourself that is so strong and stable. Everybody else is going to be wicked jealous of you. No, they're going to be very happy for you and learn from you. You're setting a beautiful example by how you treat yourself and how you talk about yourself as well. Um, let me pull another card. The Two of Chalices in reverse. Look at how did we pull the Two of Chalices early in the reading? I think we did. But this one is coming in reverse. Another message of self-love. I just heard a sound somewhere in my house and that terrified me. I don't know what should be making noises. I'm alone in the house. Okay. Um, but yes, this Two of Chalices, treating yourself the way you would want to be treated, right? And the King of Coins. So when somebody does appear with this King of Coins energy, um, you're going to be ready for them. You're going to know exactly how you should be treated. You're going to expect the best from them, and they are going to meet your expectations and exceed them. The Page of Coins underneath the Page of Swords. So, yes, right now, I don't think you're in a place to receive romantic love right now or build something with somebody because you're dealing with so much on your own already. These two pages, like you might know this person already, and neither of you are just like in the right place at the right time. Um, you could be still working on how to treat your body with this Page of Coins as well, and learning how to communicate your needs. You're doing a lot of good work right now. You're doing a lot of good work right now with this Page of Swords. And the Two of Wands. We have the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands, another pair. It's in reverse, which oftentimes cards in reverse refer to an internal energy. So that's what I'm taking these pairs to mean of like you're treating yourself the way you would want to be treated. Which means not talking down to yourself, not judging yourself, not punishing yourself for things. It's by giving yourself grace and understanding that you're just an animal here on earth doing your best. I think you might have very good friendships as well with the Two of Chalices. The Page of Chalices. We have three pages here. So the page is youthful. They are a little bit naive, especially in reverse here. But look at her little dog. Oh my god, so cute. I love these cards so much. Um, okay. Like I said, this might be somebody you already know, but you might just not be in the right place at the right time to start a romantic relationship. Not saying that it will never come to a romantic relationship. It's just like right now, not really the right time. You have a lot left to learn with this Page of Chalices, but the pages are very loyal as well. The 10 of Coins. Okay, okay, I love this. I love this energy. The 10 of Coins is a happy home life. It's wishes coming true. It is material wealth and goodness and enjoying the finer things in life. It is something with my nail, sorry. Um just like a fulfilled, happy, beautiful life where you're with your loved ones, you're with your family. It could be found family. And you're just like in your palace enjoying what the world has to offer. Oh, and we have two little dogs here, so you might be a pet parent. You might be looking to bring a new puppy into your life, in which case send me pictures. And the King of Swords. Okay, so we have the Page of Coins and the King of Coins, the Page of Swords and the King of Swords. You are going to be developing so beautifully, like a photograph. You are in the red room right now developing, cooking, taking your time, learning what it is you need to learn, and enjoy this experience as it happens. Enjoy the growth, including the mistakes. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be absolutely perfect. In fact, you're never going to be absolutely perfect. So don't expect that of yourself because you're just going to set yourself up for failure. But the King of Swords is the king of communication. Um, had to make sure that my phone was still recording. Okay. This King of Swords is, like I said, the king of communication, the king of the written and spoken word. He's very eloquent. He's very good with his words. If he's not good at speaking, he might be better at writing. And so we have two kings here. So this could be you and somebody else. Two pair. Um, Not really, it's just one pair, but a pair. This could be two sides of yourself, of just like embracing this kingly, sacred masculine energy. You might be exploring your own masculinity, expressing your gender expression in perhaps a more masculine way, or perhaps in a way that you usually don't. So you might be experimenting with your gender expression, in which case, like I said, send me pictures. Excuse me, of like all your cool outfits and stuff. Um, and the Death card once again. She's sort of out of frame, but how about like that? All right, that's better. Okay. So we have this death of the self once again. I think this death card is here to remind you how far you've come. Um, it's here to remind you, like, oh, I have something now that I used to want in the past, and to be very loving and grateful for yourself and your support system and the world around you for helping you get to where you are today, and this amount of self-love that you're able to express for yourself. People are really going to be looking up to you for that. Like, people are just going to be in awe of you, pile two. All right, let's clear the cards. Okay, and we're going to move on to the Language of Flowers Oracle and get some messages that way. All right. What flower has a message about pile two's love life in 2025? confidence in poet's narcissus. Okay, that's kind of funny that we got a bunch of stuff about self-love and then we get narcissus or narcissus. Number 8. Alright, I'll read the challenges first since it came out in reverse. The need to trust in yourself and have more confidence in order to succeed. Oh my god, that's exactly what we were talking about. Conceit, narcissistic behavior, and an overestimation of worth could occur, so take heed. Overspending of finances and resources may also occur, so ensure you stay on track with the project. Gossip, peer group pressure, and losing self in order to please others are also indicated. Alright, and the meaning? Finding, understanding, and appreciating inner truth and beauty while working on self-love and an increase in self-confidence. A new awakening and renewed hope are indicated, yes, like we saw with that death card, with increased clarity and new vision, inspirations and ideas. Joyful news and times are coming with a chance of happiness and happier times in particular. A rebirth, oh my god, and surge of energy to move forward with more positive steps, which perhaps means that something you are expecting is now forthcoming, yes. Okay, and the place? Mount Olympus in Greece. Mount Olympus, you might be a Hellenistic pagan. Mount Olympus is the highest mountain in Greece and has 52 peaks, the highest of which is Mytikas at 2,919 meters. Located on the border between Thessaly and Macedonia, it is in the Olympus range. It is famous for its connections to ancient Greek mythology as well as its spectacular and diverse flora. The distinctive circular shape was created by wind and rain. Okay, so that is where I'm going to leave you pile number 2. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you liked this video, please leave a like or comment down below or subscribe to my channel. Bye! Hi there, pile 3. If you chose this moonstone crystal, then this reading is for you. Beautiful. Okay, good enough. Or perhaps I can fuck with it just a little bit more until I'm satisfied and I make it worse, okay? We have After the Rain. Silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over, acceptance. Okay. So there is a lot of heart hurt, Mr. and Miss and Mix pile 3. Your time in 2025 is going to be just like that, a big inhale and a deep exhale. You have been dealing with a lot. You have been dealing with a lot in the romantic sector of your life, in which case I'm very sorry. I think a lot of heartbreak has been happening. Let's see what the book has to say. After the Rain. There's something very special and sacred about the moment after it stops raining. The atmosphere has released all that it was holding, and in turn the earth has been cleansed, replenished, and nourished. It's a similar feeling to the moment after we stop crying. As those salty, healing waters fall, they activate oxytocin and endorphins, which create a shift in how we feel. What was once overwhelming now seems possible, and while we may not know it consciously, noticeable growth will soon follow. After the Rain is all about hope, healing, beginnings, and endings. Emotions are soothed. Broken hearts are on the mend. Times of trial are over. Mercy can be felt. There's a moment of relief. A new, encouraging silver lining can now be made out in the distance. What's been challenging and difficult has or is about to ease up. If you've been going through a challenging time, this card is here to reassure you that things are about to ease. You've been through the worst of it, and now hope is here. These past weeks, months, or even years haven't been straightforward. They've likely asked you to dig deep and endure hardships that have tested you, but now at long last there are smooth seas ahead. What you've learned and how you've grown can never be taken from you, and now it's time to enjoy the warmth of the blessings that life has in store for you. Glorious new beginnings are now possible. What are you ready to release? Okay, pile 3. Glorious new beginnings are possible. So you are actually in a place where love might find you quite naturally. You might be walking out of an old relationship here, and you might find I just got like a pain in my chest, like a twinge of my heart. It might be too soon for any sort of romantic relationship to really come. So I just had a bit of silence to myself, and I think that's sort of what the energy is for you guys, is just like a moment of silence, a moment of rest and reprieve after something that was quite stormy. So let's get into the tarot. We're looking at your love life in 2025. And your love life, it's interesting that you clicked on this video because I feel like you're in perhaps a lot of heart hurt right now. You think you are in a little bit of pain, and you might be looking for some hope in the darkness here, in which case hopefully I can give some to you. But if I'm telling you messages that are like making you feel anxious or anything like that, then it's probably not your pile. I would try one of the other ones. But let's see, your love life in 2025. There we go. The sun is coming out a little bit more. Okay, well, a little bit more. There we go. That's what I want. The King of Coins. Okay, so this represents you. Ooh, you are a king. Ooh, pile 3. Okay. So you might be a bit more subdued, King. You might be very earthy with the coins here. Very stable and steadfast and loyal and maybe a bit stubborn. But this is about power from the earth, a very rooted, a very strong stance here. We have some white roses and a gold crown. Could be interesting symbols for you. The Three of Chalices. Okay, the Three of Chalices has come out, I believe, in every pile. So I might have a lot of polyamorous people watching me because this is the threesome card, if you don't mind my saying. Um, So other people definitely look up to you with this King of Coins. Other people feel very calm and safe in your presence as well. Like I think you're a breath of fresh air to people, and the people around you appreciate you, even if this is just a friend connection, which is totally fine. It doesn't have to be sexual or romantic or anything like that. But the people around you in your support system really look up to you and maybe look to you for advice or as you live by example. You probably enjoy the finer things in life as well. The Tower, okay. I think you probably know what this tower is representing the moment you saw it, but the tower is about a time of chaos. The crystal, excuse me, is titanium quartz, um, and this tower is a time of external forces that like forcibly change up your life. For example, a couple years ago, the apartment building I lived in caught on fire, and I had to move out within like 2 weeks. And that was like something quite chaotic outside of my control that directly affected my life. So that's sort of what the tower moment is for people. You probably, like I said, already know what that represents to you. I could also, fun side of things, take this as a phallic symbol, this tower, and say that someone's got a raging hard on for you, probably because of this kingly energy you exude. The Two of Wands. Okay, so even if this isn't a romantic connection, you're still going to be connecting with people. You're going to be connecting with very good friends with this Two of Wands. You're going to be in sync with each other. You might finish each other's sentences. And the Empress. The Empress has come out, I believe, for all 3 piles as well. Let me do some more shuffles just to be sure. Although I have been pulling a lot of cards, so it might just be, coincidence. Whoop. Messy shuffle, messy shuffle. Okay. I don't want to pull any cards right now. I don't know why I started shuffling like that. I wanted to look at this Empress. So we have a king and an empress. So we do have a pair here. We have some masculinity and some femininity coming through. This empress is probably you, or it could be somebody entering your life. The Empress is caring, kind, and nurturing. She embodies sacred femininity. I believe she is ruled by Venus, so that's Taurus and Libra. The Fool in reverse. Okay. I would say look at the other piles because a lot of cards are coming through that I've already pulled. So there might be messages for you as well. Um, So the Fool is the very first card in the major arcana. He is the epitome of new beginnings. His crystal is black tourmaline, which I do have some of. I showed it off in the other pile as well. Um, love him. Love my black tourmaline point. He's got some scratches on him, but he's still beautiful. Um, so this new beginning might be how you think of yourself. Like, you might not see yourself as this king of coins, but you are. And this Fool might be saying, like, no, dude, like, you are powerful. You are steadfast. You are as constant as the North Star. Um, to quote a little bit of Shakespeare. Um, I don't know the rest of the line, though, so not that cool. Um, Um, but the Fool's about new beginnings. To have him in reverse tells me there's a beginning within yourself. I like that the light is like right across his butt. The Fool, he's wearing a little jester costume, might also point to a sense of humor. And you might think of yourself as this clown. But you, like, yes, you are funny, and you maybe are a bit clumsy or something like that, where it's like you're kind of funny in a way, but you definitely are regal as well, and you have power and authority. The Page of Coins, another one that came out in, I believe, in both piles. This is wild. Like, you saw me shuffle, and there's 78 cards, and I know I'm pulling kind of a lot of cards, so we don't have to look too deep into it, but I'll say this for the last time. Check out the other piles, okay? Um, okay, so the Page of Coins is a very good friend, even in reverse. She is loyal, maybe a bit stubborn. Um, she is very learned as well. Like, she likes reading, she likes studying, she likes learning new things, maybe doing crafts as well. Arts and crafts might be a way for you to connect with your friends or your three-way connection. And the Ace of Chalices underneath the tower. So whatever is going on with this tower is leading you to a brand new start. Of emotional stability, of romance. So there might be something that shakes you up a little bit, but you end up meeting somebody who ends up to be very important to you, or you gain a new worldview that changes. You gain a new worldview that changes how you think about yourself. Um, um, if that makes sense. The Eight of Wands underneath the Two of Wands. We have a little bit of fire energy here. We have kind of a lot of the elements here. We have earth, water, and fire so far. Um, so you might be sort of a balanced person. You might want to look at the placements in your chart, what elements you've got in your birth chart, I mean. But the Eight of Wands is about getting shit done. It's about moving forward with ambition and pride. And I think this Two of Wands connection with somebody, the other person might be a little bit more gung ho about uh, pursuing a romantic relationship with you, and you might be a little bit more hesitant because of what you've just been through. And the Knight of Coins. Yes, the Knights are very romantic, chivalrous, a love of honor. The Knight of Coins is the Knight of material wealth and finances and career. And we have the King of Coins too, so we have very steady energy here, very stable. Even with the Tower here, I think either you or the people you're surrounded by are like rocks, you know what I mean, are strong and steady and there for each other. All right, I'm going to clear these and look a little bit more specifically at romance. Okay, maybe one more? Yeah, let's do it. Good enough. Alright, what romance is coming into pile 3's life in 2025? The Knight of Chalices in reverse. Okay, a lot of self-love here. Treating yourself romantically, taking yourself out on dates, buying yourself red roses, drawing yourself a bath. A lot of self-love. The Knight of Chalices is the most romantic of the knights. He is loyal and kind, and in reverse might be a little too deep in his emotions and might kind of like lash out or like um, not really communicate his emotions very well, but that's just because he has so much of them. The Knight of Chalices is a representation of romance itself. The Ten of Coins in reverse. Give me a clarifier on that. The Two of Swords in reverse. That doesn't help me. Let's see. So the Ten of Coins is about a happy home life. It's about beautiful domestic moments, and we have a dog pictured here. The Two of Swords is about indecision, especially in reverse, not being able to choose between two things and feeling sort of blinded by it. If you are choosing between two people, it might be time to take a step back and sort of see the situation as a whole. The King of Chalices in reverse. So we have the Knight and the King of Chalices in reverse. So a lot of masculinity that is sort of falling to the wayside here, might be a little bit imbalanced. So there might be somebody entering your life that tries to pose as someone that is like very good with their emotions, but actually is denying them or repressing them with this King of Chalices in reverse. In which case this is not a very good lover. The King of Chalices in reverse, he lashes out a lot. It's sort of like all the bad parts of a dragon as we have pictured here. He lets things build up and boil over. And he sort of blames other people for how he feels. So this is not a very good romantic interest, and even though you might be very like longing for it, like you might be yearning for romantic love, you deserve it from somebody who's actually going to care about you. You know what I mean? The Page of Swords in reverse. Okay. I see this as somebody who's coming in to waste your time. So you might have some time wasters coming through for you in 2025, and I would keep an eye out for them. Let me take some water. Take some water, drink some water. All right, let's see. Do we have anybody who's not a time waster coming in 2025? Do we have a romantic partner coming in 2025? The Empress in reverse. Okay, so this is going to be the year of self-love, pile number 3. This is going to be treating yourself like a queen. Of, like I said, like going out for dinner by yourself or giving yourself loved gifts, stuff like that. Her crystal is emerald. If there is a romantic counterpart coming into your life, they're going to embody feminine energy, and they're going to be kind and caring and nurturing and very earthed, very stable. If you don't meet somebody like that in 2025, that's okay. They're just coming later. Because if you do desire romantic fulfillment, that is something that life, like you deserve it. You don't have to earn romantic love. If it's something you want, then the universe will orchestrate it for you. The Star. Absolutely beautiful. So hope in darkness. Brilliant shining light within you. You are a star. You are very special and loved, and hopefully taken care of. You have a lot of friends that really think you're something special, and that is only going to keep growing as you move through life and continue to grow and learn and better yourself and love yourself even more and embrace the sacred femininity within yourself. The Page of Chalices, I'll put her here. The King of Chalices on the page and the Knight. So we have a lot of emotions going on here. You might be sort of all over the place. Or you might just be deep in your feels. You might be emo right now. But the page is romantic. Maybe you like reading romance novels or fan fiction. If you have any good ones, send them my way. I like Luffy from One Piece. I love fan fiction, but this Page of Chalices is someone who is yearning for love, and you will get it. Pile number 3. And the Magician in reverse. Okay, so year 2025 might be the year of manifestation for you, of you being like, okay, if I do want a partner, I'm going to manifest the person who is right for me. And you're going to practice your witchcraft or do your vision board or whatever it is that helps you. And you're going to manifest something very rich and beautiful for yourself. Pile number 3. And the 7 of Coins. So the name of the game is Patience, pile number 3. It might take the full year to manifest the person that you want, but you're going to be learning and growing and having so much fun with the Star card here. You're going to be enjoying your life single, and surrounding yourself with friends, and perhaps healing from painful situations in the past. The King of Swords. Okay. We've got a lot of royalty going on here. Okay, all right. This person is who you're going to be manifesting. This person is, they're not very romantic. I will say that much. So if you want someone who's a little more romantic, disregard this. The King of Swords is the king of communication. He is the king of words. He might be a writer. He's giving me Elliot from Stardew Valley vibes. He might be a speaker as well. He could be a teacher, maybe. Someone who speaks in front of people. But the king in the upright position is someone who is going to let you lean on them when need be. One more. The 4 of Wands. Yay! This is the celebration card. Okay. So this is really beautiful, pile 3. We have here a group of people celebrating something together. This also is a call to get out in nature as well and leave the hustle and bustle behind for a day. And this King of Swords is going to know how to party and know how to celebrate with you, and they're going to match your freak, basically. So I'm going to clear these cards, and we're going to get into the Language of Flowers Oracle deck to give us some lasting advice. Okay. Okay, we will pick a card and we'll read from the book to see what meaning it has for us. Unity, Pyramidal Orchid number 42. The answer to life, the universe, and everything. Oops. Is 42 the very last card? No. 44 is. Okay. I'll read the challenges first since it came out reversed. The challenges of Pyramidal Orchid are failure to do your part and not working well with others in your current situation. Timidness and fear that polarizes and prevents action, and failing to work through issues due to avoidance of confrontation. Be careful of any conspiracy, especially one you are drawn to. Okay, very intense. The meaning? The coming together of forces and people to take on challenges, build legacies, and work together for the greater good. Warrior spirit energy, especially connected with leading groups for a higher purpose. You may find an important choice is coming, so fight for what you want and believe in. If you are seeking affirmation at present, then be assured you now have it. Sacrifice of smaller things needs to be undertaken in order to attain larger goals. The place is Stonehenge, England. Located in Wiltshire near the towns of Amesbury and Salisbury, this most well-known of all standing stone circles is thought to have been constructed anywhere between 3000 and 2000 BC. It sits within earthworks known as barrows in England, which are artificial changes created by humans to land levels. This is achieved usually by the placement of soil and sculpted rocks. Stonehenge has undergone many construction phases in its ancient past and has evolved in appearance and possibly meaning and usage throughout time. Very, very interesting. So that is where I'm going to leave you, pile 3. Thank you so much for watching and letting me read for you. And if you like this video, please leave a like, comment down below, or subscribe to my channel. Bye!